Hi class. So in this lecture we're going to talk about the structure of a bacteria cell. If I could ever get my pen to work. So I'm going to show you some of the basic parts of a bacteria cell. These three lectures we have for this week, bacteria cell, animal cell, plant cell, I've posted handouts that have these pictures. So to me the best thing to do is either print them or have them digitally so you can label as you watch through this video. Okay, so for this one with the bacteria cell, this is our example of a prokaryotic cell. And there's not too many parts, if you look at this cell, it's not super complex. It's just got a few things inside, a few things outside, and some surrounding layers. All right, so we're going to start with the layers that go around this cell, which are all down here in this peeled off section. Okay, so notice there's three layers that we can see kind of peeled away here. So we just kind of look at these and go with the idea that there's an inside one, a middle one, and an outside one. Right? The outside is called the capsule. Okay, the capsule is going to be for attachment and protection. So I'm giving you, fairly brief, simplified kinds of functions for these parts. So capsules on the outside. The one in the middle is called the cell wall. And the cell wall is primarily there for support. And then the inside boundary layer is the plasma membrane. A plasma membrane. So the plasma membrane is going to regulate what gets in and out. So I kind of scrunched all these together. Sorry about that, but I'll try to separate them here for you. There you go. So plasma membranes inside regulating what's getting in and out of the cell. The cell walls in the middle primarily for support. And then the capsule on the outside to attach and protect. Okay, there's really only two things we see in the middle of this cell, inside the cell. There's this kind of purple area that just looks like a bunch of thread kind of balled up. Okay, that's called the nucleoid. Okay, and that has the DNA, so it's the control center. Okay, the nucleoid contains the DNA. Okay, and then all of these red, pinkish color dots that we see inside, notice they're everywhere, right? All the little reddish dots. Those are ribosomes. And ribosomes make proteins. So we're going to see those in all of our cell pictures. So not a whole lot of internal complexity, just kind of shows us a couple of things. Okay, and then the last two things are things that project off this cell. So on the left, we have this structure. It kind of looks like a tail. Okay, it's called a flagellum, and it is for movement. So we would get a flagellum like this if this bacteria cell were living somewhere like a liquid environment, like in a pond or a lake or something like that. In the bloodstream, we would see cells that are going to have a flagellum for swimming around. And then I'll label on the far right, these little shorter hair-like things that stick off. These are called pili. And pili are there for attachment. They'll attach cells. Sometimes it's cell-to-cell attachment. Sometimes it's cell to some kind of substrate, the surface of something, or a cell that's in your body, or the lining of your respiratory tract, something like that. All right, so those are our basic components for a bacteria cell, which we are using as a generic prokaryotic cell.